Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Very, very. Yeah, thanks to Shaun for being part of what we tried to do here.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
So
Yep,
moving on.
absolutely.
So
Um,
shall we do a weekend results bit? Because you know I'm dying to.
if we must, if we really must.
Right,
Yeah.
so we'll start with
Okay.
Sunday
So,
because I don't think you shot on
yeah,
Sunday, did
yeah,
you?
I did not know.
Right, so I took part in the Lee Blissett Memorial at Sywell Air Rifles, which is a field target shoots in for charity for the Lee Blissett Memorial charity. I shot with the open, as we were just talking about with Shaun there, and I actually managed to hit a 31 out of 40, which I was really pleased with. A couple of mistakes on my own thing. It was red hot, which meant that the guns were all shooting just a little bit hot, a little bit high, and I didn't take that into account for a couple of targets. Hey, but 31 out of 40, very happy. And then we went on, what was Saturday then, Phil? What was that?
Yeah, so Saturday was Throckmorton's Summer Series round two. I had the pleasure of shooting with, oh, it was you, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, some
Okay,
good
yeah, so
looking
I
blokes.
shot with you. Yeah, started off not great, then pulled it back a little bit, and then at the end, somebody accused me of, I'm not going to say cheating because it wasn't cheating, maybe not putting the scores in correctly. And then I started to doubt myself. And then what happened then, Keith?
Well, let's clarify first of all. When I asked if you had the scores up right, when you looked on the card, you hadn't. You had got a mistake on there. That's
One.
number one.
Yeah,
Then
okay. Yeah.
number two was for some reason, I decided that 39 plus 1 was 43. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have
It just
no
gave me a
idea.
sudden boost.
So when I wondered why you suddenly caught me up so much, because I can't bloody add up. Right. So, but
Yes.
we went all the way. You actually, to be fair to you, the last sort of 8 or 9 targets, you were on fire. Everything went down. It was fantastic. And we got to the last target,
Yeah.
which was a 40 odd yarder out in the open in the middle of a
Yeah.
field with the wind coming in at about 240 mile an hour. Bit of an exaggeration, it might
Yeah.
have been
Something like that.
230.
Yeah.
And Phil goes up first and
Gets it.
wait,
Of
wait until you
course.
gets it, right? So that put Phil on 48. No, 47. Right. I was
47.
on I was on 46. Right. And the quote that came from me, that came in my ear was, can you remember what you said?
If you miss this, if you donut this, I win. If you plate this, we draw, and I win and count back. And if you get this, you win by one.
So no
And
pressure.
then, to be fair to me, I said to you, yeah, no pressure. I said to you, I hope you get this because it'd be a great one to finish on.
He did say that.
And then you did.
And so
You
just to
did.
make him happy, although it was aiming, I literally aimed off the plate. It
Yeah,
was the wind was that bad.
absolutely.
It took a full mil dot of wind. So yes, so
It
again,
did.
just for a change, that's another big W for Keith and Phil. I'm sorry, Phil. Oh, I've got this itchy head.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so she knows. Yeah, so no, it was a good day though, wasn't it? It was a good
It
day. Well
it was
attended.
yeah, fantastic. Yeah, they used the same course that they used for the National League last week. Right, hell of a course. It was just as windy. It was mad. Teresa absolutely nailed the course, and so killed everybody's
She did.
percentages.
She did.
So that's 2 wins
Yeah,
she's
thanks
had,
for that.
both of them in the high 50s. Yeah, she's shooting really well. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
fantastic. Right, so moving on swiftly, what you got? Any plans this weekend shooting, Phil?
I don't know at the moment. I haven't got anything planned. If I'm lucky, I'll get out and go to Nomads. I've not been there for a while. Hopefully, they'll still have their national course out if I do get over there. So that'd be nice to have a go of.
Oh,
What about you?
well, I'm Shaun said back in when we were chatting to him that yeah, if you want to be the top of your field, you've got to specialise. So I'm going to have got bench rest, just to keep that specialism going, you know. So yes, so there's bench rest GB holding an event this weekend at Aldersley Stadium in Wolverhampton. Friday they've got a practice
Okay.
day, which I'm going to get down there.
Yeah.
And then they've got the competition goes Saturday and Sunday. I'm on Saturday. There's 3 or 4 rounds, I think. So
Okay.
bench rest targets, 25 targets at 25 yards outdoors. So that's going to be interesting. I've
Yeah.
been having a bit of a practice in the back garden, and yeah, it's going to
Mhm.
be interesting. So, and then Sunday I'm at a field target in yeah, somewhere in the Midlands, where I've forgotten where it is at this exact
Somewhere in the
moment in
Midlands.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, part of the Midland League.
Mine's gone blank.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I
one of
think
the
I'm
things,
gonna have to have a go at that.
absolutely,
I'm
more
saying I'm
shooters
gonna have to
coming
have a
in.
go.
Yeah, more shooters the better. Stick shooters
Yeah.
especially. Come on, stick shooters. Get your backsides in gear. Come and have a go at field target. One thing I'm going to say because I've had 1 or 2 people have a little word with me. Right, mil dots,
Yeah.
millirads. Right, right, and MOAs. Right. I said in the first one, oh yeah, they're burbled it. So 1 mil dot gives you 3.6 inches at 100 yards. Right, and they're broken down into decimals. So there's 10 clicks in a mil dot. Each one of those is 0.36 of an inch at 100 yards. Right, so you have to like work backwards and see what you get. MOA, right, are they're something of arc, right, of angle, right, and so what they are approximately 1 MOA is approximately 1 inch at 100 yards. Right. Now, for some reason, and I don't know why, somebody will no doubt tell me, those are broken down into fractions, normally either a quarter or an eighth on your scopes. Right. So you would do 1/8, 1 click is 1/8 of an inch at 100 yards, approximately. Right. So hopefully that explains why they're like that, what they are, what they do. Don't tell me off anymore, please, guys, especially you, Andy Bradford.
MOA stands for minute of angle.
That's it. Minutes of angle. I knew that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've
Thank you
written it
very much,
down, but I can't
Google.
remember.
So Andy was having a go at you, was he?
Oh, yes, amongst others, but he very specifically was telling me off. So hopefully I'll put that a bit right.
Yeah. To be honest with you, all of them confuse me. So yeah. Um, that's probably why I don't do FT because I can't figure it out.
Yeah, you need to. I've got a cheat sheet on the front of me pellet box for FT, and I'm like, yeah, 30 yards. That's well, 30 yards is no clicks maybe, but 40 yards 8 clicks, 45 yards 12. But I've got a mil dot scope. Right? If I had an MOA scope, I'd have to do a lot more clicks, and then it gets confusing because it's all in eighths. And it's like, so when you get 3.6, you go, oh, is that 3.6 clicks? And it's not. It's
Yeah,
three
yeah.
MOA and 6 clicks, not 3.6. So yeah, it gets because it only
Do
goes
you,
up
do
to
you
8.
do you ever get do you ever like sort of think, do you know what? I'm just going to do a holdover and not bother doing the clicks.
Yes. I started off doing just hold over.
Yeah,
Started off on a 10. I'm not sure
yeah,
we
yeah.
say. I started off on my HFT kit. So the 10 times scope. I did range it, to get, so it was in focus. So I had a quick look at the thing going, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's 40 yards. Right. So 40 yards, we held over for 40 yards is half a mil dot. So that's how I started. And there are
yeah,
some people
yeah,
still do that. Some of the guys that shoot sticks now are still doing that. Right. So, so it can be done, but no, I do quite like the clicking in thing, because then if you click it in, everything's processed.
yeah, yeah. I think I will probably, if I have a go, I would probably not mess around with my scope because I've only got one setup, so I don't want to start fiddling around with my scope when it seems to be working okay, touch wood, for HFT. So yeah, I'll play with the parallax, but nothing else.
Well, I've got
So
two
yeah,
guns, so I've got two setups. I've got one's FT slash bench rest, because you need a big scope for bench
right,
rest.
yeah,
And then the other one is purely my HFT rig. We shall see. So it'll be an interesting weekend. Bench rest on Saturday and HFT. All I
yeah,
can think of is that bench rest will help your trigger technique because you have to be
yeah.
perfect with your trigger, because any pull and you're aiming at a what 2 mil, 3 mil dot at 25 yards.
Two,
So
I
any
think it's
snap of
two,
that,
isn't it?
yeah,
The
yeah,
little
it's
circle.
2 mil, you're off the target. We shall see.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
definitely.
fingers crossed. Right, so I
Yeah,
think that's the lot from us this week.
right. Absolutely. Yeah. So,
It's
cheers,
been a
Keith.
quiet, been a bit quieter because the said apparently
The
he's
Welshman.
well, I'm not quite sure what he's doing, but he said he was playing with his bass. Yeah, with said that
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
anything.
It
Uh,
definitely could. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, mate.
Uh,
Well, good luck this weekend.
Thanks very much, and you if you go to Nomads. Right, and
Yeah,
thanks everybody for watching.
yeah,
Hopefully everything's good. Let us know what you think in the comments, and everybody have a good shoot
yeah.
and
Don't be
stay
shy.
safe.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye now. Bye bye.
Bugger off.